Kia ora and welcome along to the Met Service Friday national forecast. What a week of weather we've had. Those strong winds at the start of the week, frost and temperatures climbing back up into the 20s. It's been a little bit of everything so far. As we head in towards the weekend, we are finding wetter weather pushing back in towards us, especially on that western coast. You can see this big area of cloud here marking that front, but you can see even on the western side of the North Line, we've got some thicker cloud and we have seen a few spots of drizzle there this morning. But as we go through the daytime, the best place to be up towards places like the Bear, Plenty and the eastern side of the North Island. We've got this wet weather feeding up that western coast, some heavier falls there and some stronger winds around the far southern parts. There is a severe weather watch out for those winds through parts of Fiordland and South. And you can see by the end of the day, that front runs up towards the northern parts of Westland, up towards Buller, and even some wet weather in towards parts of the Nelson region as well. But for most of the North Island, other than that cloud on that western side of the country, things are looking a little bit drier and brighter. Here we are though, we have got that watch out in the far south, the likes of Fiordland and Southland and Stewart Island for those stronger winds as we head through the rest of Friday. Head along to the Met Service website for all the latest information on those watches. As we go through the night time tonight, we'll carry on seeing that front move northwards, and it brings that cloud and wet weather in towards places like Taranaki and in towards parts of Wellington and parts of, say, Manawatu and Horowhenua as we head through the night time tonight. So a bit of a cloudier end to the day and some wetter weather to start the day for places like New Plymouth as we go through in towards Saturday. But with a fair bit of cloud around across the North Line, temperatures aren't looking too cold at all. In fact, the lowest 6s and 7s, so not a bad night there. When we get some clearer sky down south and the return of that colder air, we'll find temperatures back down to 4s and 5s to places like Queenstown and Wanaka. As we head in towards Saturday, we'll carry on seeing that front move northwards. It brings that cloud and wet weather in towards places like Auckland, Northland, Waikato, Waitomo, and even in towards, say, the Bay of Plenty and the eastern coast once we head towards the end of the day on Saturday. An improving story down in the far south, but I think we'll still keep hold of a few showers. Going on to heavier showers as this front runs across those more northern and western parts of the North Island. Down south, we'll find some clearer skies and some brightness back towards the western coast. More cloud through Canterbury, and I think we'll keep hold of a few showers there, and we'll keep an eye up towards Nelson as well. But for the North Island, you can see we start off with that cloud on the western coast and that wet weather making its way northwards as that front runs up through Waitomo, Waikato, and eventually in towards Auckland and Northern. One or two heavier falls not out of the question as we head through towards the afternoon, particularly in those areas out towards the west. But you can see even on the eastern coast, it's a cloudier end to the day and a wetter end to the day through parts of Hawke's Bay and Tairafti. Down in the far south, I think we'll keep hold of it, a fair bit of cloud for Wellington and the Wairarapa, but hopefully a drier end to Saturday for you. In terms of our temperatures, the warmest spots are likely to be on this eastern coast. Highs here of 20, 21 degrees Celsius. And you'll notice again, there's nothing too cold as we head in towards the early hours of Sunday. For the South Island, it's not the best weather on that western coast. Fine and dry, nice spells of sunshine through Westland. You can see we keep hold of more cloud through Canterbury, and there will be some patchy rain, perhaps a few spots of showery weather as well as we head through towards the end of the day. Even down south, I think we'll keep hold of a few showers, but these should clear away as we head in towards the evening time. We will find more showers springing up through Nelson and across those northern parts of Buller. Some of those could be fairly heavy through the afternoon as well, but hopefully I think they will clear off once we head in towards the evening. But the best of the weather on that western coast. In terms of our temperatures though, with that influx of colder air, it will feel much cooler than we've been seeing over the last couple of days. Top temperatures around about 12s and 13s through Canterbury. Compare that to the 20s or so we saw only a few days ago. It's a really very different story, and a cold night as we head through Saturday into Sunday morning. Temperatures back down to 1s and 2s for those more inland areas of the South Island. As we head through towards Sunday, you can see we keep hold of a low pressure across the northern parts of the country, and it keeps hold of a fair covering of cloud and showers, some longer spells of rain, perhaps some heavier falls pushing in towards parts of Hawke's Bay and Tairafti. For the South Island, generally a drier story. We'll keep hold of that cold air though, so it's not brilliantly warm, but I think it is looking like a drier story the further south you go. Some nice spells of sunshine. Might catch a few showers right on that far southern coast. But for the North Island, keep an eye on this area of low pressure, some wetter weather, particularly for that eastern coast, but an improving story for the likes of, say, Northland and Auckland, but still a few showers and those southwesterlies with us. And I think we'll all find it's a cooler night as we head through Sunday into Monday morning. And that's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.